Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I went about making Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. So I think this one first showed up in Revenge of the Sith, and it's the same one that he had with his fight with Darth Vader on the Death Star where he died. So very iconic lightsaber, one of the first ones ever seen in Star Wars in A New Hope. So really iconic lightsaber. I think this turned out great. It's got a really nice weight to it. The 3D prints were really detailed, and the weathering on it just can't stress how much I like this prop. Was very happy that I finally got to make it. So let's get to how I made this. I started off with 3D printing as always, got the files online. The link is down below to where I got the files, but yep, let's print out all the pieces and go from there. Alrighty, so I've got all my 3D printed parts for Obi-Wan Kenobi's saber here. So these are already off the printer. I've cleaned them in isopropyl alcohol. I've taken off all the supports. I've sanded them down a little bit all over so that the tolerances are a little bit better, because when they're fresh off the prints, like, bits never fit exactly in where they need to, so you have to do a little bit of work to clean them out. But they are ready to be assembled. So I'm just going to put them together with super glue, just standard. So let's get to it. It might take a little bit of adjusting as I go, but yeah, I've got an X-Acto blade here, which I can use to alter the parts a little bit. But yeah, let's get going. So there's a few extra little details to this lightsaber. So this is one of them. It just requires me to glue in a little hex bolt head. That's the one I want. So that goes right in there. I think what I'll do is I'll cut this up a little bit, make it a little bit smaller so it actually goes in there, and then we'll pop it in there. And then this one, it's just a rounded top, also goes in there. Again, I'll have to alter this or alter the pin a little bit for it to slot in nicely. But we'll do that now, and then we'll glue them back in. So I've had this sitting here for a little bit just to let all the glue set up in it. So yeah, so that's feeling pretty solid now. Geez, it's actually quite weighty. It's much heavier than I thought it would be. Yeah, so it's 300 grams. So that's really nice weight. That's got a good feel to it. So compare that to, I don't know, Kylo Ren's saber that I've got working on here, 200. So yeah, it's 50% heavier than a lightsaber of a very similar size. What I need to do now is quickly just give it a wash, make sure that all the dust and stuff comes off before I start painting, and then I'll put down a layer of primer and we'll go from there. After the primer, put down a layer of gloss black, and now I've taped off the two sections that I want to remain black. So now I'm going to go over the rest of it with aluminium or a nice silver. It goes silver, bronze, gold, black, silver, black, silver. Lots of different colors, so lots of different taping, masking, painting, removing, It's really fun. All right, so it's time to paint this. I need to now paint these two sections here. So the lower section is gold and the top section is a copper color. So I think I'm just going to paint it all copper, tape off this top section and then paint it all gold. So let's go with that. I've taped off the rest of the lightsaber so we won't get paint anywhere where we don't want it. Oh, it's looking good. We have the silver, the black, the silver, the black, the gold, the bronze, and the silver paint down. So this thing is ready to start being weathered. Really straightforward. I've got some water up here, got my black paint, my paintbrush. I'm gonna water down the black paint a little bit so it goes on a bit easier. And it's always good to have paper towel handy ready because you're going to need to wipe off any excess paint that you put on there. Yeah, there's no perfect way to do this. You just kind of just start slapping on the black paint. And then we go back with the paper towel and rub off all the excess. So what this does is it allows all the dark paint to catch in all the deep crevices, all the lines and everything, and just makes it look like a buildup of dirt. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the whole lightsaber. I'll probably skip these black sections because I'm gonna go back and weather that with some silver later, but yep, I can do all the other sections now. So now it's time to go into all the highlights. So the highlights will be mostly on the black parts as well as a little bit on the silver. Sorry, the gold and the bronze. So I'll try and put it on the silver a little bit, but we'll see how it turns out. And one thing I just remembered is I'm pretty sure that's meant to be gold. A gold Sharpie. So let's go ahead and do that. Using the silver Sharpie, what we do is we have a very dry brush, so one that has really separated thistles, whatever they're called, helps out if they are quite separated. So you get a little bit of the permanent marker on the end, dry it out, and then what we're going to do is just go on and brush gently over the high spots. So the high spots are kind of where they might have been resting on the table and it scratched a little of the bit of the black paint off, and it really just adds that next level of realness to the prop. So I'll do it over the whole thing now and see how it turns out. There we have it, guys. Finished. That is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. I think this one's seen in A New Hope, as well as probably Revenge of the Sith as well. So this is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be happier with how that turned out. Just the quality of the print, the weight of it, it's very heavy, and just the way that the weathering turned out worked really well. The brass and the gold sections here, look at that copper and brass sections. I think it works out really well, looks real, perfect. All right, really happy with how that turned out. If you guys enjoyed this, check out my other videos. I make plenty of Star Wars things as well as some other cool other props. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the other videos, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.